Next slide after that. All right, so here's how the story goes. For 5,500 pieces of silver, Delilah is willing to pretend she loves Samson, but she doesn't really love Samson, boys and girls. She just wants to know the secret to his strength.
His hair.
And so she goes, Samson, you're so strong. Is there anything that can hold you? And Samson goes, if I were tied with 7 new leather straps, I'd be just as strong as any other man. But God was his strength. You see these muscles, boys and girls? God was his strength. But he was lying to Delilah. He wanted to trick her. And so Delilah waits until Samson falls asleep. And then she ties him up with the leather straps, and she's thinking, I got him now. I know the secret to his strength. And then she goes, Samson, wake up. The Philistines are here. And guess what happens? Samson just breaks out of it. And he's like, I'm about to beat up some Philistines now. Where are they? And Delilah's like, he tricked me. He told me a lie. She didn't realize that God was Samson's strength. God was Samson's what?
Strength.
That's right. And so Delilah keeps trying to figure out the secret to Samson's strength. And she tries everything. She tries everything. She tries to weave his hair into a loom. That's right. Tried to weave his hair into a loom, but he just broke out of it every single time. And she tries other things, and nothing seems to work for her. And then finally Delilah goes, Samson, you don't really love me. If you love me, you would tell me the secret to your strength. Samson gets really annoyed. Have you ever been really annoyed, boys and girls?
Yeah.
Man, Samson gets so annoyed, and he's like, all right. You know what, Delilah? I'll tell you the secret to my strength. God is my strength. Because when I was young, my parents dedicated me to God. And they made a promise that they would never cut my hair. But if you cut my hair, I'll become just as strong as any other man. And so Delilah now has a secret to Samson's strength. She now knows that God is Samson's strength. And so she waits until Samson falls asleep, and then she gets the Philistines. She's like, hey, Philistines, come here. And then she has the Philistines cut Samson's hair. So they cut his hair. And then they toss it to the side. And then they put him in chains. And they're thinking to themselves, yeah, we got Samson now. We know the secret to his strength because God is Samson's strength. And then Delilah, like she had before, she says, Samson, wake up. The Philistines are here. And Samson wakes up and he's like, I'll just break out like I have every other time. But he tries to break out and he's stuck. Oh man, what happened? He didn't have his hair, but he didn't realize that God was Samson's strength. And he was disobedient to God, so God took his strength away. You know what, boys and girls? When we're disobedient to God, God will take our strength away, right? So we have to be obedient. And so the Philistines are like, yeah, we got Samson now. We got Samson now. And so they start leading him away. Meanwhile, Delilah was counting the money because she didn't really love Samson. She was just in it for the money. You know what? He said last week that Samson was weak right here, right? He was strong down here, but he was weak up here. But you know what? Delilah was weak up here too because she let the money control her. We have to be careful that we don't let anything control us, right, boys and girls? And so Samson's being led down the street of the city, and everybody's laughing at him. They're like, Samson's so weak. Oh man, the little boy could just come up to him and push him around. And he would still be so weak. He used to be strong, but now he's weak. And so the Philistines, they make Samson a slave. They make him a slave, and they make him push around this millstone all day and all night. But they leave him there, all right? And the Philistines forget about him. And slowly but surely, his hair begins to grow back. And so Samson starts thinking to himself, oh God, just please give me one more chance. God, you were my strength when I was disobedient. Just give me one more chance to overthrow the Philistines. All right? And so meanwhile, the Philistines, they have this great big party, right? Have you guys ever had a huge birthday party? Yeah, so you know, like a great big party. The Philistines invited everybody. And they were like, yeah, let's make a statue to Dagon. That was their god. They thought that their god was stronger than Samson's god. And during the party, the leaders are like, what can we do to please the crowd? You know, one of them says, oh, I know, let's bring out Samson so we can laugh at him because he's weak now, remember? And so they send a little boy to go get Samson, and he leads him up the stairs of the temple. And the people are laughing at him, they're mocking Samson because he's so weak. But Samson has an idea, boys and girls. What do you think he's going to do? Let's wait and find out. All right? So his hair has been growing, and he says to the little boy, all right, where are the main pillars? Where are the main pillars of the temple? Because I have an idea. And the little boy leads him to the main pillars in the temple. And he tells the boy, run. And don't stop until you get outside of the temple. Samson has an idea. And so Samson is leaning on the main pillars. And he begins to pray to God. He says, oh God, you were my strength, but I was disobedient. But I pray that you will give me strength one more time to overthrow the Philistines. And he begins to push. He begins to push. And 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 push. And kaboom! Oh man, the temple falls down and everybody in the temple died. And even Samson died too. But you know what, boys and girls? God was Samson's strength in the end. And the same thing goes for us. We may make mistakes. We may not listen to our parents at home. Or we may be disobedient to our teachers. But you know what? If we ask God for forgiveness, God can be our strength too. God can be our what? Strength. That's right. And so Samson judged Israel for 20 years. And he killed more Philistines with this than he had in his whole life. All right? And God wants to do great things through us too. God wants to be our strength. And of course, if you want to know what happens next time, you have to do that next week. So, that's the end of the story.